What's up, guys? It's your boy NextGenNero back with another review, man. Today I gotta talk about Lies of P and why I think it's an absolute masterpiece, and it's one of my new favorite Soul-like games. And honestly, I believe it's one of my favorite games of the generation. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with Souls games. Some of them I really connect with, like I really did enjoy Elden Ring. From what I played of it, put dozens and dozens of hours into an absolute masterpiece. I actually plan to buy it a second time once it go on sale on PlayStation so I can play with my homie, the Elden Lord. Shout out to the one and only Gritty if you're listening. And I also enjoy Sekiro from the bit I played of it back in the day. Really fun game. And I think Cold Vein is another one that I connected with. So they're hit or miss for me. And games outside of FromSoft that tries this formula tends to be a miss for me, I'm going to be honest. When it comes to FromSoft, they are gods at what they do. Their track record speaks for itself. They put out banger after banger, masterpiece after masterpiece, and all of the love they get, in my opinion, is very well earned and deserved, and I love them. But when you go outside of them into the Souls, like we get a lot of copycats, a lot of clones, and I guess if you love that formula, that's perfectly fine for you. I'm mixed on it when it comes outside of FromSoft. So when I went into Lies of P, from the moment this got announced, I believe I seen it first at an Xbox show, and I was like, yo, that looks amazing. That is a Souls-like game I want to play immediately just from the trailers. The atmosphere and just the vibe of the game just was calling to me. So when it dropped in Game Pass, I fired it up. I absolutely loved it. I got my ass handed to me, I think by like the third boss, the guy with the fire, right? He whooped my ass. And I told myself, I said, yo, this is going to be one of those games, the moment I see it on sale, I'm going to buy it. I love Game Pass 100%. It's an absolutely fantastic service, but the way I play video games, I jump around a lot. So for games I really want to commit to that takes time to beat, whether it's Persona, Lies of P, or something like that, I tend to add those games to my wish list after I check them out on Game Pass, and then I buy them at a later date just so I can beat them on my own time and not feel like I'm against the clock with some of these subscriptions. Guys, let me know if that happened to you. It might just be me, but that's a personal thing. So I ended up seeing Lies of P on sale on my PS5 Pro. It's Pro Enhanced. It was $30. It was a no-brainer. I pulled the trigger, and I re-immersed myself into this game, and I absolutely loved it. Every single moment about this game, everything from the graphics to the gameplay, the sound design, the story, the voice acting. Guys, I loved it all. I cannot recommend this game enough. I cannot praise it enough. So the first thing I want to talk about is the graphics, and the atmosphere in this game is great. It looks absolutely beautiful on the Series X and on the PS5 Pro, the two platforms I played it on. It looked fantastic. The map design I feel was really good and great. I love the paths are really easy to remember, and the whole world connects. Finding stargazers and checkpoints are amazing the way they're placed, and then unlocking gates to get back to them easier. I found that to be an absolute blast. Like, the biggest thing for me is definitely the atmosphere, whether it's sound design, walking around the world, anything. I just absolutely loved it. I thought it was absolutely beautiful and fantastic. I also think the character design was gorgeous. My favorite boss definitely being the Puppet King. I definitely enjoyed that. I absolutely loved the cinematics as well. They was great and add a nice sense of depth to the story that really sets the mood for whatever boss you're going against. I won't speak on too much of the story for spoilers reason. You guys know I don't like doing spoilers on this channel. I like for you guys to go just, take my word and hear the enthusiasm for my love of games and go check it out yourself. But I think the story is basically a perfect blend of the original story of Pinocchio somehow turned into a sword fighting horror game, which in my opinion is genius. All the characters have a great amount of development throughout the story, and they all have a backstory as well. My personal favorite character being Geppetto. His voice acting is some of my favorite, and I think all the voice acting in the game is great. I think this game is definitely a true masterpiece, and I couldn't recommend it more. I feel like if you're a gamer that always wanted to get into these Dark Souls type of games, this is honestly the perfect game to start you off. It's definitely intensely hard, but I will give them flowers for adding difficulty options to the game, which I think is dope. I know a lot of people may be against that, but I feel like these Soul games have so much depth and so much lore to them that if you get hard stuck early on and just put the game down and never come back, you're missing out on some of the best storytelling and just atmospheric moments and just dope moments, period, in gaming. You know, whether it's Elden Ring, Sekiro, and definitely with Lies of P. The game is hard, and I feel like it's definitely forgiving at the same time. The story is amazing. The battle system is awesome. I plan to do a second playthrough. It is 3 endings you can get. I believe you can get 2 endings on the first playthrough if you know, save scum or something like that. But man, I absolutely love the game. My first build on my first playthrough was high vitality, vigor for stamina, capacity for my weight, and motivity and technique. I invested in heavy. I pretty much used a great sword and kept trying to upgrade that throughout the game. Guys, I really enjoyed the game, man. Another highlight for me is just the absolutely amazing sound design. Everything sounds great in this game. So it was moments where, whether I'm on a rooftop or standing in the streets, right, I'm just taking it all in. The sound, the atmosphere, just the music, the subtle tone of everything, I just felt like was amazing. And the premise of the world to me is so intriguing, you know, to have these puppets just turn on their creators, you know, to me is just like such an intriguing backdrop, especially for this type of game. It just makes sense. The setting, the story, just everything really fits together, guys. I absolutely love Lies of P, man. If you played and beat it when it was in Game Pass, kudos to you, salute to you. This is one of those games I highly recommend buying. If you see it on a sale, it should definitely be a no-brainer, especially with the new difficulty options. More people than ever will be able to get into this game and just, you know, give it a try and explore this world. I enjoyed all of the lore. I enjoyed exhausting all of the conversation options until they started repeating themselves. I just enjoyed the game as a whole, man. I think it's very beautiful. I think it's very dark, very twisted, unique. It got some dope elements in it where you make decisions that matters and affects one of those 3 endings that I mentioned you can get. And I just wanted to shout out to Eastern developers as well. They have been killing it this gen, whether it's the Korean devs with Stellar Blade, now breaking records on Steam, by the way. Wukong, which was a hit, depending on who you ask. I wasn't too big of a fan of it. I do have to go back and finish it, to be fair. Or, you know, if it's Capcom as well. Capcom has been killing it all generation. One of my favorite developer companies, studios, in gaming, period. So guys, this has been a quick review of Lies of P. I just wanted to give this game its flowers. I do plan on picking up the DLC as I continue to chop down this backlog. It's on my wish list, and it's only $30 as well. Man, I highly recommend it. It's been your boy NextGenNero. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe and stick around. I have more reviews coming. I plan to review Space Marines Mastercrafted Edition. Altars is dropping today as well, as far as when I'm recording this video on June 13th. And I'm excited for all of the games that has been announced to come, man. We are eating good this year. 2025 has been an amazing year for gaming, and 2026 is just going to be even better. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.